Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? Then get ready for some straightforward advice. In this video, we'll uncover 5 risks you need to know about foreclosure, whether that's money trap or long-lasting effect. This information is so critical, you need to know about it if you're facing foreclosure. So let's get started. Hey everyone, my name is Waleed Yousif. I'm a real estate investor here in the state of Texas. We have worked with foreclosure families and helped many families that went through foreclosure. And we're able to help them successfully before they get to foreclosure and moving forward with their life, whether that they were able to sell the property and do some sort of a loan modification or other type of thing, that other assistance that they can get before they lose the property and they get the 5 risk, which we will talk about. Now, to give you some information about foreclosure and why really it happens, so basically is this: when borrower borrow money to purchase property and promise to make payment for that loan amount until it's paid, and so the borrower start making payments to the lender until that paid off, and they check it, and that's when it's free and clear. However, when the borrower stop making payments to the lender, now the lender, what they would do, they would go through the legal process of reclaiming that property. First, they would ask to get current, send people to, or send notification to the borrower so they can catch the back payment, so they're able to continue with the loan. However, if they don't hear or they decide to not continue make payments, then the lender would start that legal process to reclaim that property or sell it in an auction to recover the money that they give to the borrower. And so there are 2 types of people who are going through foreclosure. So some of them would be involuntarily and some of them would be voluntarily. And so let's address both. The involuntarily would be, they're facing financial issue, there is divorce, there is probate, there is job loss, and they got maybe sick. So that's involuntarily. They didn't really volunteer to stop making payments to the lender. Now, involuntarily, that's when the borrower know that let's say they don't have equity on the home, or the loan is higher than what's the property value is, and so voluntarily, even though may have the money to pay the lender, they stop making payments because of that. They're upside down, or they basically don't have any equity in the home. This is why it's very important to know the negative consequences for foreclosure or losing property to foreclosure, because again, once you lose the property to foreclosure, now it's foreclosure on your record. However, you need to know so you're able to make fast decision. You're able to make good decision, as I mentioned, working with experts to help you navigate this stressing time, so you're able to prevent foreclosure on your record. So let's get started with 5 risks you need to know about foreclosure. Now, the first risk is what's called deficiency judgment. Now, what is that? Is that the lender can record a deficiency judgment on your personal record. And so let's say, for example, you lose the property to auction. Let's say you borrowed, for example, $250,000 to purchase that property. However, the property sold in auction for only $200,000, and so there is that remaining of $50,000 where the lender can, depending on the state, can record a deficiency judgment on your record. And so if you ever wanted to buy something or sell another property, now they have what's called judgments on you personally, and so you cannot sell other property if you have until you pay them that deficiency judgment. Now, the second reason is difficult to get loans in the future, which makes sense, right? Now, if you lose a property to foreclosure, major lenders like Fannie Mae and any other major lenders will really not have you eligible for future loans. If you wanted to purchase home, now there is that effect that you have, as I mentioned, you have foreclosure on your record, and so it would be very difficult to get another loan to purchase property. Let's say for any reason you live somewhere and you move to a job transfer, and so you couldn't continue make payments for that home, and so let's say if you use it to foreclosure and now you want to move new place that you moved to with the new job, this is where it would eliminate you from getting a new loan for some time, because of you already have foreclosure on your record. Now, the third risk is the credit score impact. Now, somewhere between 100 to 150 points that can be deducted from your credit score if you get foreclosure on your record. And that have big consequences, because now you not only have issue with loans, but you also have issues on the credit, because that's impacted for like financial future. Let's say if you're having to deal with anything else besides getting a loan to purchase a home, they would require credit. Now your credit score it's impacted because of the foreclosure. Now the fourth risk, which tie really to the third one, it's limit you from getting loans altogether, and that would be car loans or any other kind of like similar, maybe furniture loans or any other kind of like loans that you may apply. Because here's what happened is that, again, there's a foreclosure in your record, your credit score got impacted, which that would obviously result in very limited credit. So when you go to apply to purchase a car or purchase anything, that would show on your record that you have foreclosure, and obviously which shows on the point. Now, risk number 5, which a lot of people from when we talk to, they're really not aware of it, or they really never heard of that, which is the tax implication, right, for it. Now this would be, just if we go back to the example that we did, okay, let's say you borrow from the bank 250, and let's say now the property is sold in auction for 200, and so when you get the money of 250, you don't pay taxes on it because it's a loan. You purchase property in that 250. However, when that property is sold, right, and let's say 200 in auction, now there is that 50,000, let's say if it's forgiven by the lender, and that would get, so what they would do, that would get reported to the IRS, and that would also get reported to you as well. The lender would report that to you. That 50,000 you would basically kind of like consider like an income or capital gains. Obviously check with your accounting on that, but that's something a lot of people really don't pay attention to, that they have a tax implication when the property sell for less of what they owe on the day of auction. And so what you want to do, as I said, you want to work with expert and see what's your option. Do you want to keep the property, or you want to sell it? You want to do like a loan modification? You want to pay the remaining balance? Let's say if you get from family, friends, or you get a short loan to pay that, so you would stay current on that property, again prevent the foreclosure to be on your record. Seeing government programs. There are some government programs depending on what happened, what caused you to not make payments. There are some government programs that they can help you, whether that's a forgiven or whether that could be a loan with reasonable rate, so you can pay your lender and continue make payments for your property. Now, also, as we said, we have helped many families that are going through foreclosure, and we have our own program here at Sunbelt Cash Offer. So if you want to reach out, if you're in foreclosure, you're missing payments and you need help with that, feel free to reach us. We have many programs, whether that you want to sell it, you have equity and you want to recover that equity that you have, or even if you don't have equity, you're upside down, feel free to reach us and we'd be happy to to help you with that. We also have a cash advance programs that can help you with your situation, so you can pay the lender, so you can catch the back payments that you have on. And so the most important, what you want to do, reach us out, Sunbelt Cash Offer, and we will be happy to, depending on the situation you're in, we'll be able to know the situation and help you with that. As I said, from the programs that we have created, families that are going through foreclosure. So all I have for this one, I wish you all the best. Again, my name is Waleed Yousif with Sunbelt. If you have any question, put them in the comment. I'd be happy to answer them, or give us a call. Be happy to help you with whatever you need. Last, if you could please like and subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciate it. Take care. Bye.